Hey guys, welcome to Miga Made. I'm Evan.
And I'm Christie.
And today we're going to be making TP-D2 droids. These little cool robots that you can make yourself at home with things that you have laying around your house. It's going to be super fun. Thanks for joining us. Ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's go. So Christy, let's start out with some rules that we should follow when we make these robots.
Good idea.
Miga Made rule number 1 is safety. Always ask parents for help when cutting, gluing, or using any tools. Your parents can be your assistants.
Number 2, use junk items. And when you use these junk items, make sure you check with your parents, make sure they are safe, clean, and you have permission to use them.
Miga Made rule number 3. There are no wrong answers when building. Being an artist means trying new things and experimenting, so just have fun.
And number 4, clean up when you're done, so you can be ready for the next cool art project.
And the last Miga Made rule is number 5. Make sure to pause this video when you need to so that you can work right alongside us while you're building your robot.
All right, now that we've established the rules, make sure you find a nice, clean, good workspace to use. And if it happens to be your kitchen table or a dining room table or something like that, make sure you get your parents to help you protect it. You can lay down some cardboard, some paper over the top of it, but we want to make sure our surface is protected. Once you find your workspace and make sure it's protected, we'll move on to step number 2. Step number 2, we're going to talk about the materials that you need to make your droid. Now, what's great about making a TP-D2 is the entire droid is made out of items that you can find at your house.
True, just junk and recycled items.
For instance, the body
Is a cardboard tube, something that you would find in your toilet paper roll. Or you could also use a paper towel roll, or you can even go find a really long one if you find it in your wrapping paper rolls.
Cool. And now the heads of these droids are made from Easter eggs, or if you don't have an Easter egg, you can use other items in your house. Like I found this cool, this would make a great head. That's made out of a laundry detergent cap. Who knew? It's really cool. These, I don't even know where these came from. I just found them around my house. I thought they were neat and they would make great droid heads.
Other things that you're going to need are also some tools. Things like scissors, a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some glue. White glue will work really well for this project, but so will hot glue and super glue. But if you're going to use hot glue or super glue, make sure your parents are there to assist you.
We can also use cardboard. This is my favorite material to work with. Why is it my favorite? Because I have a ton of it. Chances are you do too. And you can draw on it, you can cut it, you can fold it, you can glue it, you can make all sorts of shapes with it. It's an awesome material. We also have accessory pieces. So these are pieces that we're going to glue on the heads of our robots or the bodies of our robots. And they are made from random things that you find around your house. Again, so we have keyboard keys, lenses, buttons, rubber gaskets, paper clips, clothespins, washers, pieces of pens, just all sorts of random stuff. I like to call these things my treasures. When I find a good piece, I call it a treasure, and I put it in my little treasure bin to make droids with.
And the last item that you're going to need for your TP-D2 is going to be a Sharpie marker. The best ones that work on this project are going to be the very, very thin tips. If you don't have one of these, you can also just use a pen.
Cool. Step number 3, we're going to make TP-D2's body. Now, TP-D2's body is about half the size of a toilet paper roll. So if you have a TP roll, we just need to draw a line down the center of it and cut it in half. So let's do that now. So good job cutting your piece in half. Now, if you want a colored body, now's a good time to color it. So grab your markers and color in the body of your TP-D2. I'm gonna leave mine cardboard though.
I'm gonna have mine be silver because I've already painted it.
All right, so let's move on to step number 4. Step number 4. It's time to choose a head for our TP-D2. I'm going to choose 1/2 of a plastic Easter egg.
And I'm going to choose the top of an old detergent bottle.
All right, so what we need to do, my Easter egg is connected in 2 halves, so I need to make sure that I disconnect them. And there's an easy way to do it, is just cut it in half. So I'm going to use the smaller end of my egg, the smaller dome, and I'm going to place that on top of my paper towel tube. Once you've got your head placed where you want it, grab your white glue or your super glue or your hot glue and dab some glue on there and attach your head onto the body. Step number 5, legs. So every good robot needs a good pair of legs. Now you don't have to stop at 2 legs. You could have 3 legs, you could have 4 legs. Doesn't matter. However many legs you want to put on your robot, that's cool. I guess the more the better. So with our droids, we're going to put on 3 legs for our little TP-D2s. I'm going to make my TP-D2 legs out of cardboard.
And I found these cute little items here, little gaskets that I'm going to use as my little legs.
Let's draw our legs onto a piece of cardboard. I have my cardboard piece here, and I'm just going to draw on the shape of my legs. After you draw on the shape of your legs, take your scissors and cut them out. Now it's time to glue these legs onto my TP-D2 body. I'm gluing my legs on at an angle, so TP-D2 has a little bit of a lean. For the front legs, I found this pen cap and this keyboard key. And lucky enough, they fit together nicely. So I'm going to glue these together and glue it on the front of TP-D2. To make some feet for TP-D2, I found these binder clips. They just clip right onto the cardboard, and I can take off the extra metal by squeezing it until it pops off.
For my robot, I glued on the 2 rubber pieces as the main legs. And I found these really cool gears that I glued together, and then I glued to the front of my robot to make a wheel.
Step 6. Now it's time to add some eyes. I found these really neat buttons that would go on a shirt. I just glued them to the front of my Easter egg. The eyes bring out a lot of personality in the robot.
For my robot, I found another gear that was much smaller than the front wheel. So I only added 1 eye for my robot.
So Christy, check this out.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
I love it. I have my eyes on my robot.
Me too, I have my eye on my robot.
And you have 1 eye, which is a gear. I love it. It looks so cool. What are other ways that people could do eyeballs on their robots?
Well, you can also layer some things. So if you take a googly eye and maybe put a washer on top of it, or you can even take a button and layer buttons or layer washers and buttons, you can make all kinds of really cool eyeballs. You can even cut them out of cardboard. You can use anything.
if you don't have an item that you want to use, you could even draw them on with a marker maybe.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that would be fun too. So let's get on to number 7. Step number 7, which is accessories. All right, so every good robot needs beep boops and buttons and lights and all that sort of fun stuff that goes on the body of a robot. So we are gonna use what we have and glue some cool items onto the chest of our robots. So I think I'm gonna use a couple of buttons. And Christy, do you have something in mind that you wanna use?
I kind of want to make a little jetpack for the back of my robot.
I kinda wanna do that now too.
Yeah, let's do it together.
Yeah, we should do jetpacks. All right, I'm gonna glue my buttons on and make a jetpack. Little buttons glued, and look, we even have jetpacks. Yeah,
So
jetpacks. So other accessories we can put on these robots are antennas. So are you gonna put an antenna in yours?
Yeah, I actually found an old headphone piece that I'm gonna
Oh,
put
like an
right on
earbud.
top, like an earbud. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that
Cool.
on top of mine.
That's gonna be your antenna. I don't think I'm gonna do an antenna on mine. I think I'll skip that. I'll leave the head the way it is. All right, let's glue the antenna on. All right, now that we have antennas on, we have our accessories, everything is glued on. Now I'm gonna start drawing with the purple marker. Thank you very much. And you are gonna use a blue marker.
Maybe.
All right, maybe, we'll figure it out. So I'm gonna begin, I think I'm gonna do a little hatch on the front of mine and maybe some pieces that go into my jetpack on the back. That's what I'm gonna
Good
draw.
idea. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but
Okay.
I'll figure it out when we get there.
We'll figure it out. All right. Well, Christy, we finished.
We finished, we did it. And I love them so much, they're great.
They're great, but you know what they need?
Names.
Names. The last step in making a robot is to name your robot. So the name that I came up with for my little guy is Barry, the blue robot.
That's good, I like that. I think mine is like an announcer robot because of the speaker. So I think I'm gonna call him Megaphone.
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 Beep, beep, beep.
So if you like our robots, we're gonna show you some photographs right now of other people who made little TP-D2s using the same exact steps. Check them out, they're awesome.
Thank you so much for following along and building robots with us. I'm really interested to see what you guys made, so hashtag MigaMade on Instagram when you post your photos, and make sure to follow me on YouTube because we're going to do a lot more videos like this in the future. It's super fun. Thank you so much. Be creative, be kind.